Hey guys, it's Paul Fife. I am out in Raymore today. I'm at 819 Old Paint Road, and I want to thank Jessica Smotherton. This is her listing. She allowed me to come out and shoot a video today. So this home is an amazing reverse 1.5. It is right here right off of Dean Road kind of on the south side of Peculiar. We're literally minutes from 71 highway. I'm old school. I still call it 71. I know some people say 49, whatever. So easy landscaping, low maintenance exterior. This home is 4 years old. It's listed at $569. So what's nice, 4 years old. We know that thing's 4 years old. Unless there was an issue, then it's newer. It ain't gonna be older, all right? So let's go on inside. And they have a sprinkler system, and they obviously fertilize or have a fertilization program because the weeds are minimal and the color is dark and green. I worked in the lawn business for a while. I learned a little bit about that stuff. Big front porch, 3-car garage. Smart home stuff going on. We got the doorbell and a couple other things. So let's come on in. I love the double doors, that dark exterior of the doors. And we come in and we immediately see, kind of unique light fixtures. We see it open up to that living room, the fireplace, a good focal point. And we've got the downstairs here, finished basement, and big space down there, tons of storage. We've got bedroom number 1 or office right here. This house, like I said, it's 4 years old, but it is immaculate. And it almost looks brand new. There are solar panels also. I'll get more information about those if you're curious. Here's the hall bath, or the first bathroom we walk in. And we're gonna come on back here. And the color right now is a little yellow looking in this video, but I assure you, these walls are more of an off-white, not this yellow. That's a problem with daylight bulbs. Sometimes the bulbs give us a cast that's not great in the video. But this is a wonderful open place right here. Huge open floor plan, great flooring, easy to clean, easy to take care of if you have dogs, kids, messy adults, whatever. Great island. It's very bar height, as far as the table height goes here. You can shove a few bar stools here. And then we see the kitchen, which is wonderful. Yeah, I like that they don't just have your Home Depot light fixtures here. We've got a nice variety. Got the LG fridge. I don't know if that's staying or not. Things like that. Even if it says they're not staying, they're frequently negotiable. So we'll come over here, take a look at the mudroom and the adjoining laundry room, which is a really nice sized laundry room. It's probably a little bit more than ours at my house. My wife would love it. We've got the epoxy floor out in the garage, which is really nice to keep clean and just has a really nice finished look. I know a lot of people who would kind of make half the garage into a kind of a man cave kind of place. And they certainly can do that here. And we got room for all the kids' stuff or the adult stuff here. And just a nice, great space there to dump all your junk when you walk in the door. All right, here's the fabulous kitchen. Very, very nice looking, appealing surfaces. And let's see, do we have the slow close stuff? No, I'm just slow. Not so much, but the soft close, but it did close nicely. But let's look at this. Woohoo! We have a nice size pantry. Now, do we have a motion sensor light? Oh, we don't. Man, that's one of those my favorite things. If you can add a motion sensor light in one of these spaces, I think it's pretty cool. I love having the outlet in here. Maybe you want to throw the crock pot back here or something, or have something plugged in back here, just kind of out of the way. And lots of shelving space, great lighting. Wonderful pantry that's really kind of just hidden back here. Turn that light off. All right. So I didn't mean to close that aggressively. We got the raised ceiling here in the dining room, and then it's even higher over here in the living room, and then that area over there in the hallway. You got blinds. When you buy a brand new house, generally you're buying those yourself, and those can be expensive. We bought them for our house when we moved in, 18 windows, and I think it was like $1,500 or something. I don't know. My wife bought them. But here's the deck. This is a wonderful deck. You don't have steps coming down from it, and that's okay. It's great if you want to have the kids out here to play, or the dogs want to get out and get some fresh air, but you don't want them running loose. Look at this patio. If you know anything about me, I'm a fan of fire pits and camping and being outside. So one negative thing on this house, the only negative thing I see is the yard is sloped and not as practical. You're not going to put a swing set back here, but as you can see, they had dogs and the dogs enjoyed the yard. So you put a fence over here, put a fence, you fence it in, and have a good way to contain dogs, children, spouses, or whatever you might need to keep contained in the yard. And then you're not getting anything built back here. That's fabulous too. So, just wanted to show that to you. If you don't want a big yard to mow, this could be a great place for you. And like I said, the main living quarters are all on this main floor when you walk in. And it's really nice if you don't want to deal with steps, or maybe don't have the ability to deal with a lot of steps. Let me check. I think there was 2 steps maybe coming in. 2 steps coming in. And of course, same go for the garage. So if that's your situation and you want to have a home where you don't have to do a lot of steps, you got laundry on the main floor, you got a second bedroom on the main floor, it's pretty cool. And I didn't show you the master yet because I'm saving that for last. So this is the family room, the rec room, the party room, the watch the Chiefs kick some ass this year room, whatever you want to call it. This is the room. And as you can see, we've got a fridge over here, we got a sink, got shelving, throwing a microwave over there. Let's see, maybe one of those little countertop ice makers, and you're set up to have some fun watching the game. And the house even comes with a bracket for the TV. So pretty cool. All righty, let's come over here. We have a little storage. That's what it is, little storage. And I have not seen many white breaker boxes. Kind of cool. They'd make more sense in a finished space. But all right, do have a cat door. And I am someone with absolutely no sense of smell. I'm kind of a freak of nature. Not really. It's called congenital anosmia. I've never had a sense of smell. Neither does Josh. The other 2 kids, they can smell stuff. It's not fair. My mom can smell stuff, but my brother can smell stuff. But my youngest kid, Josh, and I can't smell a thing, ever. And that can be a problem sometimes when we're checking out a house with a client, or maybe we're getting ready to sell a home for somebody. We kind of need to ask questions like, hey, do you have cats? Does your house smell? Or when we're showing houses to people, we kind of have them smell the house. And I don't really say, does your house smell? But I say, hey, do you have any smells in the house that we need to be aware of? So this is bedroom number 4. Nice size room. Little built-ins in here in the closet. And yeah, that's the basement. So let's go on to that patio. So we got 2 bedrooms down here, 2 bedrooms up there, and a fabulous patio, which has 3 steps to get down to. Wonderful patio. And just so you know, this is facing east. So it's going to be shady back here all evening, and really a nice place to be. And then we have the fire pit. Got trees right there. You don't have to buy wood. You can just go find some to burn. So that is the yard. That is the house, except for the master bedroom. Let's go check it out. And the yard, the homes around it are all very nice and well taken care of. You know, that's important. When you're looking at houses, you want to pay attention to things like that. Not so much in a newer neighborhood like this, but in some neighborhoods, I've shown homes to people when we're looking at a home and the neighbors had 3 dogs that were outside barking the entire time we were there, even when we were inside the house. But when we stepped out in the backyard, the dogs went nuts. And that backyard was pretty much all dirt. The neighbor's backyard was almost all dirt. So we knew those dogs spent all day, every day outside. And who wants to deal with that? You know, the dogs might eventually warm up to you, but gosh, who wants to hear dogs just barking all the dang time? So, and I like dogs. All right, here's the primary bedroom, master bedroom, the big bedroom, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. It's the bedroom. And my only beef with this bedroom is it's just minimal lighting for the size of room. I would have some kind of brighter light. My wife would love it. She doesn't like a really bright room. So that's just, you know, we have our preferences. Nice size room, easily get a king bed in here, and plenty of space for other stuff. They do have the mounts, or the outlet up here if your spouse allows you to have a TV in the bedroom. Mine's not a big fan. Got the double doors going into the bathroom. Then we have the double vanity in here. Tons of space, tons of storage. I don't think we'd have enough crap to put in all those drawers. There's a lot of space there. The shower is awesome, dual shower heads, and even little soap holders. Do you use bar soap still? Let's see. You know what I'm saying? How about they have the bar soap dispensers holders? Do you use bar soaps? I thought everybody used liquid these days, but just curious. Wonderful shower. Thing's probably 4 by 6, if not bigger. It's got the bench in there to sit and put your foot on to shave. The master closet. Look at that. The high racks up there, and you just pull these little things down to be able to put a little effort into it. Pull that down so you can put your clothes up there for the winter, and then it's kind of spring loaded. So even when it's heavy with lots of coats and crap, it goes up on its own. They've got several of those, 5 little sections with those, as well as like room here for your tall stuff, your long stuff, your dresses, pants, whatever, and then shelving for shoes and etc. Look at that. Space for everybody's shoes. Somebody's got more shoes. They had to add something in there for all those shoes, but you know, and a mirror and great lighting. A lot of closets. Our closet, it's kind of dark. So anyways, I'm Paul, in case you didn't get to see me a while ago, Paul 5. And I work with my kids in this Kansas City market. I live in Cass County, and I work with my son, Joshua. He's 25. Gosh, I had to think. He's 25, and I work with my daughter. She's 32. Josh lives in Blue Springs. Ashley lives up north of Richmond on the northeast side of the metro. And then Ashley and I are both licensed in Kansas. So we work all over the place, and we're happy to do it. So if we can help you at this home, another home, anywhere in the Kansas City area, or maybe you're moving to this area from out of state, we're part of Keller Williams, which is the largest real estate brokerage in the world. We have more connections with agents across the country than anybody. And I'm also part of the Tom Ferry ecosystem, which is a great real estate coaching business. And I fortunately can go on to meet with a bunch of those people in California next week. And we have so many connections within those 2 organizations that we can find you a realtor almost anywhere in the country. And if you need help finding a realtor where you are, just let me know. I'd be happy to help out. And if you're moving to this area, we of course would love to help you. And if you already live here and want to move up or down in the metro, in Cass County, feel free to reach out to me. My name is Paul Fife. Once again, my number is 816-935-5013. And our office is Keller Williams South and Partners in Raymore. And my office number there is 816-331-2323. I'd love to hear from you. If you're thinking of moving next month or next year, let's connect. I can give you advice on what to and what not to do so you don't waste money that you won't get back. So give me a call, shoot me a text. Take care. Have a great day.